Yo, what's going on? Hope you are doing well. It is a lovely, brisk summer morning here in Winter Park, Colorado, and I am super pumped to get my new Commencal Tempo built up today. My eyes were really opened to the capabilities of short travel trail bikes last season with a YT Izzo that I had and spent a ton of time on. I really enjoyed that bike, and I just love how efficient it was for pedaling, but still gave me all of the downhill performance that I was looking for. So getting this Commencal Tempo built up today is something I am so excited about. Additionally to being psyched about having a short travel trail bike for this season, I'm super stoked about some of the new parts I'm going to be tossing on this bike. And lastly, I've never built up a bike with headset cable routing, which is quite the ruckus on the internet forums. So we'll see how that goes. It might be a headache, it might not be. So let's toss a stopwatch on my phone and see what we get into. Oh. Just got the new Bomber Inline all mounted up and it's looking nice. So now we're gonna move on to the cable routing and yeah, we're gonna try to make this as smooth as possible. We've got the Z2 over there, all cut, prepped, and ready. We've got our headset installed. We have the handlebar and stem all prepped and mounted up, and our spacers all planned out. So now we're gonna run these cables, get them routed up through the top cap, and then attach everything to the bar, cut it all to length, and we are going to be smooth sailing on this build.
Shapes in the clouds, the hungry fish for miles around. Upstream, jumping out of the water, gills in the air. I got many people to thank, but I can't write letters. I can't write letters. My friends on the edge of the old graveyard.
Just like that, cable management is all wrapped up, and I have to say, I'm super impressed by how this is all looking, and after first impressions, I'm a pretty big fan of this headset cable routing, to be honest. It gives the cockpit a really clean aesthetic. It does seem that most people's gripes with this system is that it can allow excess water to enter your headset, cause it to rust and erode faster than a closed system would. We're gonna need to see how those kind of play out over time, but for initial impressions, really impressed with how this looks, and the install was not too bad. So we're gonna do the cranks now and keep this build moving onwards. Cranks are now installed. Went for the 170mm XT crank, 32 tooth chainring with no chain guide as of now. And now let's unbox and set up these new race face aero wheels. Gotta say, doing this without a drill is a huge bummer. Wheels are all prepped and ready to go. We got the 180mm Shimano rotors, front and rear, 10 to 51 Shimano XT cassette, Maxxis DHRIIs front and rear, EXO Plus casing front, double down in the rear. And now all we got to do, one last thing, we're going to pop these Shimano finned pads out of here, and we are going to add some 3M mastic tape underneath where they sit on the caliper to reduce any rattling coming from the pads, and then toss these wheels on, and we're going to have the finish line right in sight. Well, there we have it. After a long day out here on the porch, and 8 hours and 14 minutes later, we have the Tempo all built up. Really ecstatic about how the bike turned out. Super stoked about the Bomber Air Inline, the Z2 up front, and the new Aero wheels and Aero handlebars. Those are all parts I've not ridden in the past, so I'm gonna learn a lot from riding this bike. The frame being a little bit bigger, all these new parts, different tire setup as well, so lots of experimenting going on with this new Tempo. Really excited to put it through its paces for the next few months here in Colorado for the summer. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.